I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com on Saturday, October 12th, and I want to look at the 3D printers, three companies, because they're actually, they just look different. The charts look different, and I think the possibilities for profit are different. First of all, SSYS. This looks like it's poised to move higher. None of these companies announce earnings till either the very end of this month or the 1st of November. So there's room for these stocks to move without a catalyst. And that's the most important thing to keep in mind. Without a catalyst, there's still room for these things to move. There's support for SSYS. There's resistance for SSYS. So you've got two ways to trade this depending on what the stock does. If the stock pulls back one more time down to near this level below $100, anywhere below $100, I think is a great time to, it's a great opportunity to buy as long as this last level holds up. I would say 90. So between $100 and $90 is a better buying opportunity. The closer to 90 it gets, of course, the better it is. But you need to keep a stop below $90 if this is a shorter term trade for you. Look, if this is your time frame, don't keep a stop, just buy the stock and hopefully it'll go to 200 before it goes to 80. But that's your defined risk right there. Now 3D systems looks a little bit different. This stock had a real washout a few days ago. It's climbing now on lower volume. So this is what I view to be, maybe has limited upside until earnings are announced, because you can see the stock's been moving higher, but the buying activity has been on the decline. So I'm looking here at resistance, say right around just a couple bucks where it is right now. So this is one, it just needs to work more before you really do much. So it's kind of a let's watch. And then finally, XONE. This is, if you remember, you know that we've been kind of all over this. I loved this stock, loved it here, loved it all the way here. Thought, wow, after this kind of breakout, high volume, then the stock pulled back. Nice amount of work here still to do. It's all good. Volatility squeeze, maybe. Bollinger Bands were fairly tight. All we got to do is wait for a breakout and we are good to go. Well, that didn't happen, but instead this support line got broken. You want to be selling the stock. And once you've sold the stock and then it starts to bounce here, it's just my trading style. It doesn't have to be yours. But I'm not really interested in buying it because there's so much resistance here. So much supply from buyers who were kind of hoping that the stock would do this, or maybe it's institutions who are now looking at this saying, you know what, I don't want to be in this stock. My buddies are the ones that started dumping the stock here, so I don't want to play. So they're selling. So what I'm saying is, if you happen to buy here at the bottom, then you're saying, well, Dan doesn't know what he's talking about because I got a really nice rate of return. Okay, well, good for you. What I'm saying is that going forward, look, this stock could go up to, $115 on Tuesday, but I'm analyzing the chart and looking at, what I think is the kind of behavioral component of the market. Given the two stocks that I just covered, 3D Systems and SSYS, if you're a theme investor and you want to invest in the 3D printing company, is this the one you're going to look at based on the price activity? No. I think the stock has more possibilities if, and this is an if, not a when, if the stock starts moving back up here. If the stock starts moving back up, say above $65, then technically this is going to have a better chance of ultimately moving higher. Here, I'm just looking at a stock that's going to struggle. So this is not a prediction. It's an observation. So this is a stock. Look at the 50-day moving average is starting to drift lower. The 200-day moving average, where is that? It's in the future because the stock hasn't been trading 200 days. It started way back here. So just be careful with XONE. That's all I'm saying. You can see this, if you've got to trade this stock, keep a stop just below this area. But my preference would be SSYS or 3D. I think 3D has the most potential for an explosive move. So anyway, I hope that helps members. A lot of stuff to do over in the weekend update. I suggest that you use the fast, the double speed version, because I cover a lot of stocks because it's just that kind of market.